PRMI Mortgage, primeres.com/Alpine. Hey, if you're looking to buy or refi, or if you're just considering a reverse mortgage, call our local mortgage guy that you can trust. Call Chris Wiley at PRMI Mortgage. For nearly 25 years, Chris has been helping local San Diegans with all their mortgage needs. They make it easy. They work with a friendly expert team that will help you get the best deal on a mortgage. Call Chris Wiley at 619-722-1303 or primeres.com/Alpine. All right, we got Carla Talley. She is on the line, and she's the executive director of the Inland Empire Gun Owners. And so, Carla, I'm curious, how many gun stores and ranges would you say are in the Inland Empire?
That is a very good question. I believe that Riverside has more, believe it or not, has more gun ranges than San Bernardino. San Bernardino has more outdoor ranges. But between the two, there's probably 10 ranges and 30 gun stores.
Wow. Have you reached out to all of them?
We have reached out to, I'd say, 90% of them. There are a few that we haven't reached out to because they're kind of like appointment only. But I have reached out to them to say, hey, if you ever go to, business hours and you want us to come out, or you're having a special event and you want us to come out, we are more than happy to come out.
Right. So talk to me about walking the neighborhood and doing phone banks. Do you find that to be successful?
It does. I believe that it's fairly successful because you're contacting people directly. And when they see how passionate you are about a candidate and the reasons why, then they get just as passionate as you are. So if you show them how important it is and get them fired up as you are, then they take that to the voting booth and vote for the right people.
Right. Because I got to tell you, if it wasn't for Mike and his voter guide, I'd be so lost. I can't wait till when I get home. I'm going to open it up, and I hope Proposition 26 and 27 are in there, because I have yet to figure out which way to go with 26 or 27. They say yes, no, yes, no. Right, Alicia?
Yeah.
Which one? 26 or 27?
Depends on which billboard you're looking at.
Yeah, well, that's it in a nutshell. So I think you're right. Getting in, not in people's faces, but actually answering their questions. Because, see what you see in normal state and local guides, they're confusing because you just don't know which way to go.
You don't, and unless somebody's there to explain it to you, and there's so much gray area because you have the area where they're promoting it. It says this does that and this does that. Well, then you have to read all the attachments that they've put into it. They write in all this other pork, I guess you can call it, that you wouldn't vote on if you saw actually what it was. You wouldn't want that.
Right.
But they add it to something that's important so that – sorry.
Oh. Did you fall off?
Somebody was saying, well, Michael Schwartz came on and said there was no sound.
Yeah.
Oh, just tell Michael Schwartz just to go duck hunting.
And Harbor Patrol says no volume.
Hey, we got no volume in there, son. Oh, no, that'd be you. We're not getting any volume on social media. Man's looking at it right now. That's okay. We'd rather talk to you anyway. All right. So who are some of the superstars out there that you'd like to get their names out?
Well, our superstars, I would have to say, are our sheriffs because they are in the best position to actually do something for our Second Amendment community. So we promote Sheriff Bianco and Sheriff Dicus. In fact, we're talking about what we do, walking the neighborhoods and stuff. Michael Cook, who runs our tabletop program, also took it upon himself last election for the primary election, picked up hundreds of signs for Sheriff Bianco and delivered them all across Riverside County to people who said they needed one.
Wow.
So, and that's just something that he did on his own. He was saying, well, I chose to do it, but, I do it for Inland Empire gun owners. I said, you know what, you are a rock star because people need them. Some of them can't even get out of their homes because we have a lot of elderly, a lot of people who are low income, who maybe not have cars. So he delivers anything that they want. When it comes to signs and bumper stickers, we pass them out at our tabletops and our events, and we publish in our weekly newsletter about them and where they can pick things up. So it's really great. So our sheriffs are our biggest stars. Sheriff Dicus in San Bernardino, Sheriff Bianco in Riverside are, just our saviors here because they have a fantastic CCW program here.
So how many CCWs do you guys think you have in the Inland Empire?
In Riverside County, I believe it is up to like 23,000. And in San Bernardino, I believe it's 13,000.
Well, you make San Diego look sick.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 million people.
Well, the thing is, in California, the other thing you can do as an organization is you can go ballot harvesting. You can go help people figure out how to vote. It's legal in California.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and in all of our tabletops, like I said, we have one nearly every weekend, and we are passing out the voter guides. We're talking about voting for the Second Amendment-friendly candidates, how to get out and vote. We've got tablets now on our tabletops that people can go in and sign up for our newsletter. So it's great to just get that information.
Well, information's king, because the people that write the different laws and propositions, they do it intentionally for it to go their way.
Well, they make them the ballot titles confusing.
Right. That's why 26 and 27 has got me totally stumped. So I've got to go home and pull out the guide, and hopefully Michael has done his homework and he's going to straighten me out.
You should see if there's any shooting ranges on the Indian reservations.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
No.
Paula, there's
Probably
one right
not.
next door, actually.
Paula.
Yeah,
Paula,
but not on the
that's a
range
unique
itself.
effect.
Yeah.
I mean, not on the.
It's right next to it, but not on.
Not on the
Yeah.
reservation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I think it's such a service that all of the the groups like Inland and San Diego and Orange County do to help people make the right decision, because there's nobody else doing it.
Well, because the Second Amendment ties into other rights, like you said
of course.
earlier. Yeah. So
Yep.
it usually, if they're for pro Second Amendment, they're usually pretty pro Constitution as well.
But if you get the guide from the state of California, that's about as confusing as anything I've ever read.
They want it
Well,
that
and when
way.
you get your guide from California, they do not have all the write-ups on the candidates, because it costs like $2,500 just to put the write-up in the voter guide.
Yeah, you have to pay
California.
for a candidate statement.
Exactly.
You know how
and
flimsy that
it's
paper
ridiculous
is?
amount.
Yeah, it's newspaper print.
It's not even hot rod quality paper. I mean, it's newsprint.
Yeah,
Oh, like they don't have the money.
yeah. Oh, they make the candidates pay for just to have your candidate.
Oh, do they
statement
really?
in the voter guide? You have to pay for the publishing costs, and they're like, "Oh, it's because we have to print it in a bunch of languages, so that you have to pay for that."
Oh my Lord. Well, all right. So, man, I bet you're so excited about your prom coming up.
Oh, I am absolutely
your dress picked
ecstatic.
out?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I don't yet, because I've got so many other to-dos on my list that in fact, I told my husband the other day, I need to figure out what I'm going to wear, or I'm going to end up running around in sweats and tennis
And you have
shoes
to
that
find the
night.
right holster that you can hide under your dress.
Yeah, that's right.
That's tricky.
Exactly.
So, is there a limit on how many people can come to March Air Base?
We actually have a limit of 150 people.
Okay. And I only bring that up, maybe that'll give you some good luck, because how terrible would it be if it's over 150?
Right. Well, and Sheriff Bianco had an event there, and he started out at 100 and ended up having to increase it to almost 900 people.
Oh wow.
So they ended up having to throw the doors open and putting people out on the flight line for.
Well, if it's nice
for
outside,
tables.
put some tables
So,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, here in San Diego, we can only have 999, no matter what Michael tells you,
Right.
at our prom. So it's never higher than
No,
999.
'cause the permit fee
Never.
changes.
Mm-hmm. Now, is this the first year for prom for you, or have you done this before?
This is our first year for prom, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna
Oh, you're gonna have
But
fun.
I have
You're
attended
gonna
San
be a
Diego
mess.
twice.
You're gonna be a mess come prom night. I can tell.
Well, and Michael was telling me, he goes, you know what you're going to do the day after prom? I said, I'm going to Vegas for the week. He goes, no, you're going to be planning next year's prom.
That's
I
true.
said, maybe on the trip to Vegas, but I'm going to Vegas for a week.
Yeah, I think Michael's first one, his back went out. I mean, he was just a total disaster, the first one. I didn't think
it's hard planning big events.
Yeah. I didn't think he was going to survive it, but he's done such a phenomenal job. And he gets some pretty heavy hitters to come and speak. And
they're running smooth now. They're
smooth
nice. For a big event like that, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to do anything hardly except hand glad and shake hands.
Walk around and
do what he does best.
And it gets hot in a suit, and then you're wearing a gun somewhere.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He loves it. So, and by the way, has everybody noticed I haven't said Michael's not here today?
Yeah, you have.
What?
Well, just now.
I didn't notice.
Well, I did last week, man. I was saying it about every 2 minutes.
You got this, Michael, and that's pretty good.
That's right. As long as we have a Michael here, I'm golden.
It's fine, yeah.
Are you gonna read? Right. Are you gonna read something?
No.
Oh, you're just getting ready. Must be on next page over. I'll have to look. All right. So, if people want to join, and they're in the Inland Empire, how do they do it?
Go to Inland Empire Gun Owners to join for as little as $10 a month or $100 a year.
Wow.
The website is iegunowners.org. And right there on the front page is a join button, and follow the links and join, get involved, become a member, volunteer. We have some great volunteer incentives.
Yes.
After the first 15 hours of volunteering, you receive a basic pistol class or a CCW class. After 100 hours, you get a free private one-on-one class with Shane Reagan from Defensive Tactics and Firearms.
Wow.
Who is we are lucky enough to have him as an advisory board member. He also leads our shooting socials every month.
Fantastic.
So we have some great incentives.
Okay. Hold on a second. You can talk in the mic. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask you what your favorite gun is.
Well, I have to say, for the last 6 years, I've carried an FMK9, and it's time to retire my FMK. So I'm actually looking for a new one, and I've been reaching out to some trusted people to ask them what their favorite gun is.
$20 says she doesn't get rid of her FMs K9.
So you'll end up with a Glock 26.
She'll just put it in her drawer, and you're going to be like every other gun owner. How many guns do you have,
purple.
Alicia?
My husband had it cerakoted purple for me. I can't get rid of it.
And don't answer that question, Alicia. All right, hey, kid, it's great talking to you. When's the date of the prom again?
November 12th.
Be there, be square, folks. March Air Force Base. Thanks, kiddo. Talk to you later.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.